He was working for CIA.
Run.
The only fight you won was the one Afghan fought against Russia.
Shocking.
I voted for President Trump.
I became really into politics after 9/11. Either that means like me too, or like he's like, yeah, I was there, you know. But 9/11 is really what pulled me into politics, and I know that wasn't their intention. But I was a teenager when 9/11 happened. I was terrified. Like watching the whole thing was scary. I didn't even want to go outside. And so when I chose my career, I decided to do something where I could work from home. Isn't that ironic? 9/11 gave me an inside job. I became so hyper aware of politics that when the United States invaded Afghanistan, I was so paranoid about what was going to happen and I wanted it to stop that I started literally counting the days that we were in Afghanistan on my wall in my room. I would literally mark on the wall every single day that we were occupying Afghanistan. So you can imagine, after a few years, my wall was quite filled. I had to start making the tallies smaller and smaller and smaller. And now, fast forward, 20 years later, I'm still living in my mom's house. And this whole time she'd been asking me, she's like, Sam, you gotta stop making those marks on your wall. You're ruining my wall. I was like, Mom, we gotta get out of Afghanistan. We gotta get out. And so flash forward 20 years later, it's 2021. I'm still living in my mom's house and my wall is just full. And one day she just busts into my room and she's like, all right, enough's enough. You're gonna stop making marks on the wall. And I was like, well, it actually works out because Biden just pulled out of Afghanistan, which happened in August 2021. Biden pulled out of Afghanistan, not gracefully, might I add. It was his worst pullout fail since Hunter. And it was so ironic, the timing. That was the day my mom was like, enough is enough. You're not counting on the wall anymore. The same day that Afghanistan became reoccupied, not by us this time, that my mom said, no more marking on the wall. It was the Taliban. That joke was 25 years in the making. I went through 2 Sharpies for that joke. There was a shooting last week. I know you're like, which one? It's America. There was a shooting in DC last week. 2 National Guard members were shot. I'm not gonna make jokes about them. That would be crazy. I'm simply gonna make jokes about literally everyone else. That's how you do comedy correctly. And so 2 National Guard members were shot in DC. And I don't know how much you know about the situation, but the National Guard shooter had ties to the CIA. Shocking! What a surprise. Every time somebody has ties, does everybody know the CIA except me? Osama bin Laden had ties to the CIA. Tyler Robinson had ties to the CIA. The CIA has ties to the CIA. Like, what happened to keeping the intelligence central? The shooter worked directly with the CIA. That should be the headline of every media coverage of this, but yet it's not because the media has ties to the CIA. So the suspect, and I'm not gonna say his name because I can't pronounce it, came here to the United States under a program called Operation Allies Welcome, which sounds like a cafe in Portland. And under this program, the United States government worked with Afghan nationals to fight Al-Qaeda. Now, if you're not familiar with Al-Qaeda, it's an organization that if you work your way high up enough, you can be invited to the White House. And shoot hoops after. You know, like, ooh, that was a 3, pretty good, man. I learned that in ISIS. Talking about Jelani, don't worry about it. The suspect was part of a specific group called the Zero Unit, which is like 50 Cent's G Unit, but less self-esteem. And it was basically like a death squad. It was like a cluster of operations. They were there to kill people on behalf of the CIA. They saw a lot of horrible shit. Things that we will probably never know because it'll never be fully declassified. The suspect was recruited by the CIA at 15 years old. And I can tell you, independent of race, it is never a good idea to hire a 15-year-old, okay? Like, wait till 16 at least. Nothing ever good comes from hiring a 15-year-old. Just ask Jeffrey Epstein, who also had ties to the CIA. Release the files, man. I'm just saying, there's a lot of factors going into this story. Now, the suspect was allowed to come to the United States in 2021 under Joe Biden, because obviously he wasn't paying attention. But he was granted asylum under Trump, because as we know, Trump loves the Habibis. There's a lot of things weird about this story. They say that the suspect drove to D.C. from Washington State. Yes, it's like the CIA made up a lie but didn't check the work. They're like, oh, there's 2 Washingtons? We should have thought about that before asking ChatGPT. They claimed that he drove all the way from Washington State to Washington, D.C., used a revolver, and allegedly, as he did the shooting, he shouted, Allahu Akbar. Which, for those of you not familiar, that's Arabic for Happy Thanksgiving. Just try to do my best to inform here. That's all. That's literally all I'm doing. So anytime there's an attack on American soil or American troops, you literally have to fact check everything. It's like a game of true or false flag. Mind you, the National Guard should not even have been in D.C. The reason why the National Guard was in D.C. at this time is because Elon has a friend named Big Balls who got jumped one night outside of his car in D.C. by guess who? Some 15-year-olds. Yes, were they also recruited by the CIA? Was it the CIA youth jumping program? And so this is a real story, but I feel like some of you look at me like, what is he even talking about? Elon has a friend named Big Balls who worked for Doge. And Big Balls got jumped by a bunch of teenagers, so how big can they be? And this all happened in August in D.C. So then Trump, AKA Small Balls, was like, call the National Guard! Big Balls under attack! And so they summoned the National Guard. And you have personal accounts of a lot of people who work for the National Guard saying, like, I don't know why we're here. That was what a lot of people have been saying. Very tragically, 2 individuals who work for the National Guard were shot. One has survived, one has passed away. And when Trump was asked if he's going to attend her funeral in West Virginia, he gave a very presidential response. He said, I won West Virginia by a landslide. Like, that's probably not the best response. It's just so sad. Not only just 2 people died here, but people who were called for no reason to be there. The woman who was killed, her name is Sarah Beckstrom. And the reason I know this is because I Googled her name to look up who she was. I wanted to know who was this person whose life was taken by this incident. And while I was Googling her, I then noticed, very strangely, her name also happened to be searched 2 days before she was murdered. Her name was searched on Google 25 times in a specific country. Can anybody guess what country it is? No, it's Honduras, guys. What are you talking about? I'm kidding, it's Israel. Are you guys psychic? Yeah, I should have said, hint, it's an ethno-state. Sarah Beckstrom's name was searched in Israel 2 days before she was shot. 25 times. You use Google Trends. You can use it to see when something was searched on Google, and you can even see where it was searched. And so naturally, people were like, let's see if this is searched in Israel. It's sad that we have to get to that point nowadays. But if you look up Sarah Beckstrom, you see that she was widely searched the day after she was shot, because obviously she was a national headline, but then she was also searched 25 times 2 days before she was shot, and that was it. That was it. Now, when somebody is searched, after the shot, it totally makes sense. If somebody searched before they're shot, either they have an X in that country, or perhaps that country may have something to do with the murder. And I'm not making fun of this tragedy. I think it's horrific. This woman was 20 years old. 20 years old. And I know that's way too young. And also atypically old for an Israel victim, but this is just too weird that you see her name searched 2 days before. And it would be one thing if this was just an isolated incident. I don't know if you're familiar with Charlie Kirk. A bunch of people involved in the whole Charlie Kirk scandal were searched prior to Charlie's murder. For instance, Tyler Robinson was searched many times in Israel a few months before he became the shooter. The doctors at the hospital who were essentially said to have treated Charlie Kirk were searched a number of times, a few months before the shooting in Israel. And there's so many examples, you can look them up. Just basically bookmark Google Trends and regularly check to see if your name is searched in Israel. And if you see your name searched in Israel, run, dude, just run. The suspect, his name was searched in the United States and a few other countries that exact same day, a couple hours before the shooting. So somebody knows something, is what I'm saying. And, you know, I'm open to buying the narrative that this was just a guy who suffered a lot of mental health issues after everything he did in Afghanistan and coming here, and mental illness and mental health. I'm totally willing to accept all of that. And this is a horrible thing he did, and it was a tragedy. This woman was shot, and I'm willing to accept that that's the explanation. But I'm inclined to believe, based on the evidence, that something bigger is going on here. But even if it's just that this guy, as Trump said, went cuckoo, we know who's to blame. It's the United States government, dude. The United States government still takes the blame for this. And I'm tired of this. You're getting caught now because we have TikTok, we have Google Trends, okay? You're getting caught too much, okay? And the up thing is they called out the National Guard to protect them in DC, and they completely failed them, and they're getting caught. They're getting caught in a lie because we can use the internet. Yeah, you got caught slipping. Mind I say, you let your guard down. Because we know the CIA works with Mossad all the time. Actually, CIA stands for Can't Israel Assassinate? Yeah, I wrote some jokes, okay? And so now you have Kristi Noem saying the shooter was radicalized. Like, don't bring math into this, first of all. That he was radicalized here in the United States. Are you telling me they were mentally safer in Afghanistan? Like, what the are you saying? The irony here is no matter what happened, the symbolism is there. We are literally sacrificing the people who are defending us, the people who are brave enough to protect us, because we are starting these wars and invading other countries. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's at the point where it's too much, it's in our face, and we need to get the fuck out of every country that we have any involvement in. We need to get the fuck out, and it needs to start today. It needs to start today. What's that? We're in Venezuela? Oh. Mom, hand me the Sharpie! We're basically going to war in Venezuela now. There's a lot of theories on why, but it's the oil. It's like we invaded the Middle East for oil, we're invading Venezuela now for oil. It's like, why do you guys like oil so much? What are you, P. Diddy? Yes, please, tell. Oh, you want to come up here? Operation Allies Welcome. Operation. Can we have a quick vetting process, though? A quick vetting process? Okay, good, fantastic. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for coming to the show. Sir, please state your name for the audience. We're good.
Okay. Mir Sahibi from Afghanistan. I was in medical college when the U.S. came to Afghanistan. The title was to fight against terrorism. I was young, energetic, and I started working with the U.S. So I finished my medical college. They gave me a special immigration visa. I come to the U.S. When I found out that I have to do everything all over again, I went back. It was 2016. So one of the guys that I was working with in military, he looked at me, he's like, Mir, what you doing here? We heard you went to US. I said, yeah, I went. I found out that I have to do everything all over again. I came back. He's like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, why? He's like, one day we will be leaving, and we will be leaving everything for Taliban. You and your family will be struggling and will have no way to leave, and they will kill you because of working with us. So anyhow, I find my way to start finding a job, working in plastic surgery, general orthopedic, spine. One of our great spine surgeons is sitting there. So anyhow, so I started support Palestine. So they asked me that, Mir, you work with Americans and now you support Palestine. And my logic was, I said, yeah, when you guys come to Afghanistan, the title was very interesting, Fight Against Terrorism. So I joined and I work with you guys. I saw it was the right thing, I did, and I'm here. Now I see it's a genocide going on, and that's wrong, and I am with Palestine. And I stand. A couple weeks ago when Mandani won the election, he went to the White House, and very greeting from the President Trump. I'm sorry, I voted for President Trump.
Hold on a second. Wait, 2016 or 2020 or both?
No, this last time. So I thought.
He's like 2028, only 2028.
I said, if I was him, and I was rich, and I don't need anything. I just want my name in the history. I will bring peace everywhere, and I will do my best to finish the wars. So long story short, so a couple days ago, I'm sorry for what I did. I voted for him. So anyhow, so yeah, I was wrong. So then, couple days ago, when this happened, I wake up in the morning to go to the hospital for healthcare worker. It doesn't matter if you are a Jewish, Christian, atheist, black, white, whatever nationality, race, when you go to the hospital, you want to give the best service for your patient. You want to do the best. So I go there, and everybody is asking me, Mir, what about this shooting? What you and your family will do? We are very deeply concerned, and our prayers are with the family of victims. Yes. I have a message for President Trump. I have a message. Do not insult Afghans. Do not insult Afghans. Right now, you're begging Putin to make a peace deal. He's not accepting your deal. Do you remember in the 80s when Afghan was fighting against Russian? The only fight you won was the one Afghan fought against Russia. The only fight. So,
all right, I think that's where I will. All right, guys, just 15 more minutes.
just 1 minute.
One more. Closing argument.
Yes. I said I was working in healthcare. When I come to US, I start working in healthcare. The guy who did this attack, he was working for 10 years for CIA. The question is answered, so I'm not talking more. We have suffered this for 45 years. Nothing to do but just being involved in a proxy wars that we didn't want. We never want. Before 1980, Afghanistan was a pretty country. From all over the world, people were going as a tourist. But now, you just want to use my country name as a business for the political issue? No.
Wow. Wow. The irony talking about U.S. Afghanistan relations, that was quite an arms deal. I love you, Dallas, and I'll be back next year. And until then, keep fighting the good fight. You guys are all fantastic people. I love you. Thank you.